All right, what's up, everybody? It is February 15th, another episode of Stand Tall. We are in chapter 7 of The Art of War, which is maneuvering, verse 15. In war, practice dissimulation, and you will succeed. Dissimulation is hiding your true intentions, right? Basically, it's like having a false appearance, hiding your feelings or your true intentions. And I think that's pretty helpful advice, especially for warfare, because nobody has your best intentions at heart. It's not like capitalism and business where everybody can win in the blue ocean strategy. And so I think that it is important to understand that concept, especially when it comes to warfare. All right, let's go over to an alternate translation here. Master, this one's a little different. I like it. Master Sun says, so a military force is established by deception, mobilized by gain, and adapted by division and combination. Dumu says that a military force is established by deception in the sense that you deceive enemies so that they do not know your real condition, and then can establish supremacy. It is mobilized by gain in the sense that it goes into action when it sees an advantage. Dividing and recombining is done to confuse opponents and observe how they react to you so that then you can adapt in such a way to seize victory, right? So you're actively doing weird tactics, right? You're actively showing these intentions that aren't true to what is actually your goal or your desired outcome in order to observe the enemy and gain that advantage based on their reactions to your false doings. All right, we're going to go over to the Daily Stoic, which is authored by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hanselman. February 15th is entitled Only Bad Dreams. Clear your mind and get a hold on yourself. And as when awakening from sleep and realizing it was only a bad dream upsetting you, wake up and see that what's there is just like those dreams. That's a good one. I like that. Marcus Aurelius, Meditation 6.31. Clear your mind and get a hold of yourself. This is especially helpful, I think, or will be especially helpful when you were thinking about a future outcome that may or may not necessarily be true, right? Um, I don't know about you, but I have a bad habit of torturing myself with these cataclysmic outcomes in my head about what will happen, especially about bad things I've done in my past. They kind of the sins of your past come back to haunt you kind of thing. Not necessarily karma, but maybe it is karma in the sense that it just weighs so heavily on your mind. So yeah, the more and more I watch like rewatch My Name is Earl, the more I'm just like, whatever. So all right, so let's read this one. The author Raymond Chandler was described most of us when he wrote in a letter to his publisher, I never looked back, although I had many uneasy periods looking forward. Thomas Jefferson once joked in a letter to John Adams, how much pain have cost us the evils which have never happened? And Seneca would put it best, there is nothing so certain in our fears that's not yet more certain in the fact that most of what we dread comes to nothing. Many of the things that upset us, the Stoics believed, are a product of the imagination, not reality. Like dreams, they are vivid and realistic at the same time, but preposterous once we come out of it. In a dream, we never stop to think and say, does this make any sense? No, we just go along with it. The same goes with our flights of anger or fear or other extreme emotions. Getting upset is like continuing the dream while you're awake. The thing that provoked you wasn't real, but your reaction was. And so, from the fake comes real consequences, which is why you need to wake up right now instead of creating a nightmare. So that's a really good reflection, and I think that it almost falls perfectly in with the Art of War's verse. In warfare, practice dissimulation, and if you're constantly at war with your emotions, which many of us are, notice that the dissimulation of the enemy, of your emotions, of your mind, is creating these false narratives for you to fall down the rabbit hole of. And then once you come out of that, realize that that's what happened. your mind was just tricking yourself into believing something was going to come true that was so far fetched, but seems so real in our heads. And so it's almost like our own minds are against us most of the time. And so don't let it be. Take control. Wake up from the dream.